Anxiety is something we all face, whether you're in the United States, India, Korea, or anywhere in the world. It's that feeling of unease, fear, or worry, sometimes for no reason at all. But what if I told you that overcoming anxiety doesn't have to be overwhelming? Today I'm sharing with you 5 simple steps to manage anxiety, backed by science and stories from people who've been there. Step 1. Acknowledge your anxiety. You might think that avoiding anxiety is the best approach, but here's something powerful. Acknowledging it is the first step to healing. Research shows that trying to suppress your feelings often makes them worse. Dr. Susan David, a Harvard psychologist, emphasizes that emotional agility, being able to identify and accept your emotions, helps reduce stress and anxiety.
Meet Sarah from New York. She used to feel anxious at work, constantly worrying about deadlines. At first, she would push the anxiety aside, hoping it would go away, but it only got stronger. Finally, Sarah decided to confront her anxiety. She said to herself, "I feel anxious because I care about my job." Acknowledging that simple truth was liberating. Sarah no longer felt the need to suppress her emotions.
Step 2. Practice deep breathing. Deep breathing is scientifically proven to calm the mind. When you take slow, deep breaths, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps you relax. A 2017 study in the journal shows that controlled breathing significantly reduces anxiety levels.
I found this technique during a particularly stressful period in college. Exams were around the corner and my anxiety was through the roof. One day, a friend recommended a simple breathing exercise. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. After just a few days, I noticed that my racing thoughts had slowed down. I felt more grounded and focused.
Anxiety often stems from worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Grounding techniques help you stay in the present moment. One effective method is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Focus on your surroundings and identify 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste.
In Seoul, I struggled with social anxiety. I dreaded crowded places and often found myself lost in anxious thoughts. One day, while feeling overwhelmed in a busy cafe, I tried the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. I started by noticing the texture of the chair I was sitting on, the sounds of people chatting, and the aroma of coffee. Slowly, my mind returned to the present, and my anxiety eased.
Step 4. Limit your caffeine intake. Caffeine is known to heighten anxiety because it stimulates the nervous system. If you find yourself anxious after a cup of coffee, it's not just in your head. Studies, like one published in, confirm that high caffeine consumption can increase symptoms of anxiety.
John, a software engineer from California, noticed that his morning coffee routine was making him jittery and anxious throughout the day. He decided to gradually reduce his caffeine intake, switching to herbal teas. Within weeks, he noticed a marked improvement in his anxiety levels, particularly in stressful work situations.
Physical activity is one of the most effective ways to combat anxiety. Exercise releases endorphins, the body's natural stress relievers. The Anxiety and Depression Association of America reports that regular exercise can reduce anxiety by 20%.
Sarah, a student from Korea, struggled with anxiety during her final year at university. At first, she tried to manage it by studying harder, but the anxiety persisted. One day, she decided to join a yoga class at her local gym. At first, it seemed like a small change, but the benefits were huge. Not only did yoga calm her mind, but it also improved her sleep and focus.
Overcoming anxiety doesn't happen overnight, but small steps can lead to big changes. Remember, acknowledge your feelings, breathe deeply, stay present, watch your caffeine intake, and move your body. Anxiety is a part of life, but it doesn't have to control you. Wherever you are in the world, know that these steps can help bring peace into your life. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content on mental health and personal growth. Leave a comment below. What's helped you overcome anxiety?